Okay, good afternoon, YouTube. Sorry it's been a little while since I put up a video. I've been extremely busy with work and getting ready for vacation to start up here pretty soon, so that I can do a lot more stuff on the web and hopefully upload some of these videos I've been talking about doing for quite some time. I have way more to do, a lot more comparison videos. So if you're new to my channel, basically what I do is I review watches. They're what I call show and tells. They're pretty basic. I don't get involved in a lot of like the mechanics of the watch. I tell you about the movement a little bit, or not really about the movement. I tell you which movement it has. I tell you about you know, mainly the size of the watch, how it's measured, and of course what's most important, how it looks like on the wrist. A lot of videos out there have the guy with the white gloves with the really, you know, close-up macro shot of the watch. And although those are very helpful to see the detail of the watch, you can pretty much do that just by looking at a picture on the internet. So my whole thing is when I show you what it looks like on the wrist, I show you what the watch looks like on a guy my size, my height, and my weight, so you get an idea what it's going to look like when you get it home, put it on your wrist. You know, maybe you're looking at a 50mm watch, maybe you're looking at a 60mm watch, and you're not really sure what that's going to look like. Well, I'm about 5'8" tall, about 165 pounds, and I have a 7-inch wrist, so a lot of these watches look really big on me. And which is great, because that's what I'm going for. If you like Invicta watches, that's pretty much why you're buying them. Now, they make a lot of smaller ones too, but I love the big watches. And I have 808 subscribers right now. I thought I was up to like 710. I looked, and just lately people have been subscribing left and right, so I really got to make a better effort on putting up new watch videos. My coworker's got a watch coming pretty soon. I'll review next week. That one's going to be the Android Parma. And Android right now has got a lot of watches that are just on clearance, and they're really selling their stock. And I've had a lot of different rumors about whether or not they're going out of business or what. I really hope they're not, because they really make some cool stuff. So look for that video next week. I'll go ahead and upload that. In addition, what I'm going to do today is something I don't normally do. I don't really show like my whole watch collection, although I show you individual watches and reviews when I get my hands on them. But what I'm going to do today is I want to show you, based on some of the comments I've gotten, to show you some of my favorite watches side by side. And although I love all the Android Invicta watches, and they all get wrist time, the ones I picked out today, because I got my hands on this 8-slot watch box, okay, when I picked up my last Invicta watch, I would go ahead and filled it with my favorite Invicta watches, the ones that I wear most of the time, the ones that get the most wrist time, and these are kind of like my go-to watches. They're the biggest ones they make, that Invicta makes, with the exception of two that are in here. And I wasn't able, I wish I had a bigger case. I'd like to show them all to you, but so today I'm going to show you 8 of my favorites, okay? So again, after this video, just to throw it out there so I don't forget, if you like my channel, check out the other videos. If you like it, please subscribe. It's really helpful in boosting the views, and it allows me to keep, making a little bit more money and going ahead and buying new watches to review. So thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate it. I love the conversations we're having. Remember to check out PHATKATWatches.com. That's PHATKAT watches.com, where you can get a lot more information and helpful links and links to reputable suppliers that you can get this stuff and not have any kind of problems, okay? So let's begin, okay? Here it is, the 8-slot Invicta watch box. Now, I don't keep my watches in a watch box because I'm a very paranoid person, so anything of any value I keep on lock and key. It's secured. And so, but this is nice if you ever had to, I don't know, transport them. But it came with it, so I'm not complaining. So let's go ahead and, I'm going to try to do this the best way I can here, because I'm not used to doing it like this. But I'm going to go ahead and put this down on the table here, and try not to knock everything over. And we're going to kind of do it like this, alright? So I'm on an iPod here, or iPad, so it's a little difficult to kind of show this to you without reversing the camera. But we're just going to do it like that. Let me get my coffee mug out of the way. So here we go. I'm going to pop this baby open. And I'm going to have to kind of put myself in here while I show you this here so I can see the screen. It's going to be a little tricky, so bear with me. So there you go, folks. So, and I don't think we can, yeah, so we're just going to do it. Let me do it like this, okay? This will be a little bit easier. And again, this is not a professional video. Just bear with me here. 808 subscribers, you like my videos, so here you go, folks. This is my all-time favorite Invicta watches, the ones that I wear the most. And this is going to be a little tricky. Let me try to adjust this a little bit. I'm sure I'll get comments on how ridiculous this video is, but I'm doing my best here. Okay, so I'm going to brace this up on my leg, and hopefully not drop anything here. Alright, so from the top, as you can see, I have several Grand Arsenal watches. These are my all-time favorite watches right here. I love them. I got this one here. I'm not going to tell you the model number, so I take each one out individually, but this one here is, all four of these is the Grand Arsenal, all with the bracelet bands. This one here is done in the yellow and silver. Then you have the rose tone and silver. Then you have my all-time favorite yellow tone gold and rose tone gold combo, and then the all silver model. On the bottom, you have the Invicta Venom 2, hard to get right now. I would part with it for the right price, though. Beautiful watch. The Noma 5, not the biggest watch, but man, I tell you, it's one of my favorites. It's just such a classy looking watch. Then, of course, you have the Sea Hunter with the mother of pearl and two-tone silver and rose tone, and then the all-time baddest Invicta beast of a watch. This I'm referring to as the Invicta Sea Hunter 3. Okay. Now, I'm called Sea Hunter 3, and you can check out my other videos on why, but basically they've redesigned the bezel and put a crown protector on it. And it is unbelievable. It is a tank of a watch. So let's go ahead and let me get a little bit of a close-up there. Now, these watches are huge, okay? Massive. All these watches are in the 56mm range. So let me go ahead and put this on the table here, and I'll go ahead and pop a few of these out. First one here we'll pop out is the Grand Arsenal. This is the first Grand Arsenal I got because I got it on special, and I probably wouldn't have got this one, but because there's other ones with the yellow tone, but I'm really glad I did. So all these Grand Arsenals on top here are slightly different in of course, naturally not only the color, but of course the movement and the face. So this one here is done with an exhibition back. Most of them have that, but not all of them do. This one here is powered by the I think the Z60 movement, I think, on this one here. This is model number 15828. Now normally now I have a video on this already, so if you want to get more information, go ahead and check out the other video. This is going to be some real quick wrist time right here. Throw it on. Yellow tone and stainless steel, black face. My first Grand Arsenal, and definitely wasn't my last. There you go. Beautiful watch. Alright, we're going to move kind of quick here, okay? If you want the in-depth stuff, check out the other videos. Subscribe and check them out. So next one, another Grand Arsenal. After I got the first, I had to get the second. This one here is done in the stainless steel and rose tone. This is just a classy looking watch. This one here also has the mother of pearl face. That's a harder one to find. This one here has got the exhibition back, again powered by the Z60 movement. I believe Z60. This is model number 15831. Wrist time. Throw it on the wrist. This one's very modern, very futuristic looking watch, that rose tone silver. I love this watch. And again, like I said, we're going to be moving pretty fast here. I'm just showing you what they look like on the wrist. You asked for my favorites, and I'm going to give them to you. Again, I like them all, but... Alright, moving on. So I said to myself, gosh, I got the yellow, I got the rose. I got to go ahead, and this one here I picked up. This is the only watch I picked up from Invicta Outlet that I didn't have a problem with. And I picked this up. Unfortunately, there were better deals around Christmas time. I picked it up as a factory blemish model. I can't find any blemishes. It's been fantastic. I'm not sure exactly what is wrong with it, but it works perfectly. This is my favorite watch, I have to say, that I own. I like it so much, I'd like to get a backup, just to have another one just in case. And maybe I will one day. But this one here is done in a yellow tone and rose tone. Now, the only other watch I know of that Invicta makes that's done in that two-tone rose and yellow is the Venom, and it's a full polish. And I bought that from Invicta Outlet, had to send it back because it was defective. I've had 3 defective watches from them, so now I just gave up. I was lucky I got this one not defective. This is my all-time favorite watch. I love the combination of two-tone yellow and rose. It looks just so, like, I mean, for lack of a better word, pimp. I mean, there's no way around it. It's an awesome watch. And this thing, I wore this to a bar one night, and some guy was like staring at my wrist. And again, I'm not trying to make this sound like you wear this and people think you have money. That's not what this is about. This is not about buying a watch. If you want to buy a watch that people look at you and say, oh, that guy must be loaded. If you're looking for that kind of attention, then you go ahead and get yourself some replica Rolexes or replica. If you don't want to spend a lot but you want the look, get a replica Breitling. I don't really care how much these things cost. If this thing was $50, I'd still buy it. This is about how much I like the way the watch looks and how it feels on your wrist. And that's why you buy an Invicta watch. Not because of who thinks you have what, but because you like it. and this is my all-time favorite. I just absolutely love the flashiness of this watch. It really is beautiful. No exhibition back on that one. This one is model number 16027. And again, the only other watch was the Venom, and that was a cool watch too because it was full polished. And you can look at my other video where it was called the Horrible Invicta review or something like that. You check it out, but you can see what it looked like. It was beautiful. Oh, there it is. It's hard not to want to wear this one every day. Just a beautiful watch. Alright, so after that I said, you know, I like this Grand Arsenal so much. You know, you got silver, you can't go wrong with stainless. You know, you really can't go wrong with a nice, flashy stainless watch. So, time came, I had to get it in the all stainless. This one is model number 0336. This one has a slightly different movement than the other ones. This one has I forget which movement it is, but it has the retrograde day of the week that snaps back at Sunday. Really cool movement. It's one of my favorites. Throw this one on the wrist. I mean, just beautiful. Get a little bit close up there for you. All the Grand Arsenals have polishing right down the middle links. There's another one I would like to pick up, I think, eventually. It's the blue and silver. It's really unique. It looks really cool with jeans, you know. But all these watches look great. Alright, so sorry, moving on to the next here. Now, I'm going to go, instead of going with the big bad one that I just picked up, we're going to go down to the Invicta Venom 2. Same as the Venom 1, except they changed the pushers, the crown, and you have that just massive, chunky looking bezel. Look at the size of the bezel on that thing. 23 millimeters thick, 52 millimeters in diameter. Go ahead and throw this one on the wrist. Again, not as big as the other one, but damn, look at that. That bezel just pops when you have that two-tone like that. And I forgot to mention, the Grand Arsenals, those are measuring all the way to the crown about 60 millimeters. I believe 60. I think 58, yeah, a little over 60 because it's 58 just at the top of the bezel. A massive watch. This one's 52 at the top of the bezel. And you can see, even a 52, that's a big, thick, chunky watch. You can't go wrong with a Venom. You really can't. Alright, moving on. I'm going to throw that one back in here. This one's a smaller watch, and I wasn't sure when I first got it and took it out of the box. I wasn't too impressed, but as I started looking at the detail, it's a really great watch. It's the Noma 5 right here. Subaqua Noma 5 COSC. Exhibition back. That furnace blue decorative piece in there. You have kind of two-tone polishing. Then you have this unbelievable crown right here. That the butterfly tabs, they fold out. And then the pushers actually extend and retract when you turn them. Just amazing. Now the only other watch that has that design, to my knowledge right now, with the Invicta watches, there it is on the wrist. See, still a big watch. Beautiful watch. Thick too. 22 millimeters in thickness. Not as thick as the Venom, but still pretty thick. The Grand Arsenals are 19 millimeters in thickness, okay? Now they make the Invicta Venom Hybrids one I want to get. That includes a several different, it's like a Frankenstein watch of Invictus. They've taken the Noma 5 pushers, they've taken the Venom 2 bezel, they've taken a reserve case and a reserve band, put them all together, and it's just a sick watch. Get a skeletonized face. Oh, it's a nice watch. Okay, moving on. Alright, this next one. I've wanted a Sea Hunter for a long time. This one here was one of the ones I picked up from Invicta Outlet. There is damage to it. I should have waited because there was a deal online that I saw a couple months later where it's almost the same price, brand new. But you know what? The damage that's on here, it's not a deal breaker. I still end up keeping it. This one here is the full-size Sea Hunter. Mother of pearl face, rose tone, and they all have the exhibition back with the furnace blue propeller. This is a tank of a watch. 23 millimeters thick. 58 millimeters at the bezel. This thing weighs. This is much heavier than the Grand Arsenal. Okay, this one weighs over just about a pound. Grand Arsenal, I think, when I'm a size about 13, 14 ounces. They're all heavy watches, but when you put a Sea Hunter on your wrist, it takes the cake. Just a chunk of a watch. Now, I always said what I wanted them to do. What I never liked about this watch is that black. That black kind of grip ring around the bezel. I think it just cheapens the watch, and I almost tried to peel it off one day just for the hell of it, just because I don't like it. But you know, I decided to keep it on because I didn't want to damage anything. And I said, "Gosh, I really need to redesign that watch." Which, not because of me, probably other people, but they have great designers. They did. And so let me put this one away. Oh, this one is model number. Forgot to tell you here. 13686, okay? Probably the nicest sea hunter in my opinion, the flashiest sea hunter that they make. The Noma 5, I forgot to tell you that one. That one was model number 12904. And again, the Venom 2, this was model number 14400. Now, the biggest watch Invicta makes right here. Redesigned Sea Hunter. As you can see, they've made some beautiful changes to this watch. It's still got the same band. This one's done in all stainless, okay? But they've changed the face. They made this multi-level step and skeletonized, okay? They've added on the back a different Sea Hunter logo with the shark. Still got the exhibition back. Same pushers and crown. However, they've added a crown protector on the side, which is really nice. Because if you do drop it, you will break that crown. Hence my other Sea Hunter. I got that thing as a slight scratch version. It had a dented crown. Somebody dropped it. This one here, you'd be protected. There's really no reason to drop a watch anyway. But still, I like it because it makes this watch measure 70 millimeters all the way to the crown protector. Then, of course, they've changed the coloring of the illuminating I think it's called Trinite. It's not quite as greenish, so it doesn't stand out as much. More of a white. And then, of course, you can see this geared edge bezel. Massive, massive watch. This thing weighs unsized 17 ounces. It is the biggest and heaviest watch that Invicta makes. So if you are looking for the bad boy right here, it's about 24 millimeters in height too. Massive. 70 millimeters to the crown, folks. This is a tank of a watch. If you don't like a big heavy watch, do not get this. You won't be able to find this right now. So if you, but check out PHATKATWatches.com. Check out the links. You might be able to find one. If you can, get your hands on it. My buddy bought one, and he flipped it because he was having a baby, and or his girl's having a baby, and he's like, I don't need it right now, and he flipped it easily for a couple $100 more. So they're really hard to get your hands on. They're really hard to get your hand. Yeah, sorry, I'm just so excited about this. This one is just such a great piece. It's tough to get. If you can get it, get it. All right, well there they are. That in this one model number. Forgot to tell you that model number is on this one the 18824. Hard one to get. They make this one. This is the black and white face version. They do make it in 3 other colors: a blue, a red, and a yellow. I like this one the best. As you can see, massive. Just a real quick side-by-side compared to a 50 millimeter watch. You get an idea. Noma 5 is not a small watch. It is dwarfed by the Sea Hunter. Dwarfed. 50 millimeter watch. I mean, look at that. Massive, massive watch. And just for a quick side-by-side, again, check out my other videos because I have a lot of comparisons where I kind of slow down a little and show you these side-by-side. We put them back in the case. So there you have it, folks. That's Fat Cat Watch Collector's favorite Invicta watches. I have a Zeus that I didn't throw in there too, but these are the ones that get the most wrist time of all of them. There you go. All right, remember, subscribe to my channel. Go to PHATKATWatches.com. Hey, drop comments if you think I can improve the videos in any way. Hey, I'm all ears. One guy said slow down a little bit. This was a fast video, so sorry about that. One guy said, hey, I prefer my original videos didn't have my face in them. A couple people said, yeah, it personalized it more. So there we go. Remember, if you like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Keep the conversation going. We're on Facebook as well. You can check out our Facebook page. Again, PHATKATWatches.com. That's where you can get reviews and information about these watches and get the links to take you to the reputable sellers that are going to give you the best deals, okay? All right, thanks a lot for watching. You guys have a great day.